Hey everyone, and welcome to a journey to the largest island in the Caribbean, a place often called El Cayman or the Alligator because of its long, narrow shape. Today, we're diving into the incredible story of Cuba, an island where time can feel like it's standing still, yet its history has made waves across the entire world. So, where did the name Cuba even come from? We have to go way back to the indigenous Taino people who first lived there. One theory is that it comes from the Taino word Cubo, which means where fertile land is abundant. Another possibility is the word Coabana, meaning a great place. Both sound pretty accurate. When Christopher Columbus arrived in 1492, he tried to rename it Juana, after a Spanish princess. But the original name was just too powerful, and it stuck. Now, let's talk about that beautiful flag. It was designed back in 1849 by a Venezuelan general named Narciso Lopez, who was fighting to liberate Cuba from Spanish rule. Every part of it tells a story. The three blue stripes represent the three military districts Cuba was divided into at the time. The two white stripes stand for the purity of the patriots' cause. The red triangle symbolizes the blood shed by heroes in the fight for freedom, and that single star in the middle? It's called La Estrella Solitaria, or the Lone Star, representing the dream of a new, independent, and sovereign nation. Beyond its history, Cuba is full of amazing and unique things. First up, the cars. You've probably seen pictures of those gorgeous vintage American cars cruising down the streets. Because of a trade embargo that started in the 1960s, it was nearly impossible to import new cars, so Cubans became masters of ingenuity, keeping these Chevrolets, Fords, and Buicks from the 40s and 50s running perfectly with homemade parts. It's like a rolling museum. From big cars to tiny creatures, Cuba is also home to the bee hummingbird, the smallest bird in the entire world. It's only about 2 inches long and weighs less than a penny. Imagine seeing something that tiny flitting around. And you can't talk about Cuba without talking about music. This island is the birthplace of rhythms that have made the whole world dance: salsa, mambo, and bolero. This incredible sound comes from a fusion of Spanish and African roots, creating some of the most influential music in modern history. It's the soul of the country. Cuba is also famous for something else: its people. Despite its economic challenges, the country has one of the highest literacy rates in the world, at nearly 100%, and they are renowned for their healthcare system, often sending doctors all over the globe to help during medical crises. And of course, cigars. Cuba is widely considered to produce the best cigars in the world, known as habanos. The most famous tobacco is grown in the stunning Vinales Valley, a place that looks almost prehistoric with its unique limestone hills. Let's run through some fast facts. The capital is Havana, and its Old Havana district is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, famous for its colorful colonial buildings. The national bird is the tocororo, whose red, white, and blue feathers perfectly match the Cuban flag. And if you get hungry, the national dish is ropa vieja, which translates to old clothes. It's a delicious, shredded beef stew that's way tastier than its name suggests. Finally, to understand Cuba today, you have to understand its unique history. The 1959 revolution, led by figures like Fidel Castro and Che Guevara, transformed the country into a socialist state. This event reshaped its relationship with the world, especially the United States, leading to decades of tension and iconic moments like the Cuban Missile Crisis. This history is the key to why the island feels so distinct and preserved in its own unique time capsule. From its revolutionary past to its vibrant present, Cuba is a land of resilience, creativity, and passion. It's a place that truly captivates everyone who visits. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories from around our amazing world. See you next time.